All right, welcome back to LearnWire. Today we're going to be looking at Nichess. I have done a review on this before. I think it's one of the first videos I did on this channel over a year ago, and I didn't end up picking up the software at the time. I just thought it was lacking, and I didn't like the layout and everything. So, and I wasn't quite thrilled about the quality. But many of you have this tool, and you continue to praise it and say good things about it. I do like the owner of the software, Malcolm, and so I decided to give this another chance. I got an email that they updated to a one-click blog post. And so, obviously we know we're careful with the one-click blog posts. If you're putting it on a money site that you actually want to rank in Google, you're going to need to make sure you read through it, make sure it's factual, and there's some things you're going to need to do. I wouldn't suggest just doing a one-click on a AI writer and then going and publishing it on your site. Always go and check your work and check on the content and proofread it, do your SEO and so forth, and then you can go and publish it. But I have been testing this out, and I actually have some content ranking from this. So I wanted to just kind of do some testing with you guys, show you around the software a little bit. Now, the software is really developed into a powerhouse software, and I am starting to believe in the tool. And then also I'm starting to see the value of this tool, the fact that you get unlimited pretty much use of the entire tool. The only thing that they're going to be tracking is the one-click auto post. You get like 1,000 credits or something like that per month, which is still a ton of articles. And then I've already seen, I just ran a test right before the video, and they started off at 700 words per post. I was able to get a post right out of the gate at about 840 words. So they're really moving up, getting some larger pieces of content and so forth. So let's go and check it out. But before we do that, the software is still available on AppSumo. It's been available this entire time. This is definitely one of those part of Malcolm's marketing strategy to bring in customers is just staying on AppSumo. It doesn't look like they're going to be leaving anytime soon. So if you want to go and check it out and pick this up, it's one of the best prices and one of the best tools that you're going to get for AI content writing. $59. It has 268, literally it's about a 4.8, 4.9 stars. So the reviews speak for themselves on the software. We can go over here. Malcolm, he created this. He's a software engineer and blogger. And so he went and created a tool that will help him go and create all the different content that he needed, kind of built it for himself and then shared that with the community. And it has just continued to grow from there. We'll go and look at the plans and features. This is where you're going to get unlimited tokens for everything except for, they probably do need to update this with the one-click auto blog posts. You're going to get 1,000 per month. Still, it's a lot. It's not a stackable deal. Like I said, go click the link below, go pick this up. I just went and picked this up for Black Friday. I picked up Nichess, and it's going to be fun using the tool. So we're going to come, and I want to actually show you guys what I just created. And I created this article I already created in Creator, and I was very impressed with Creator because it answered the question. And I tested this across five or six different AI pieces of software. You guys are always asking me, hey, why do you always do weight loss articles when you do your examples? Well, that's because I have a weight loss blog. So I want to kind of kill two birds with one stone, actually create the content. And then after I get done creating the video, I'll go and I'll actually edit the article and everything. And then I'll go and publish it on that site. But I know you guys like other examples as well. So that's why I try to change it up, and, I'll do camping, I'll do different things like that. So for this particular article, I tested a bunch of software because this is actually harder than you think. These kind of direct questions where there's a mathematical equation, a lot of times the AI gets it wrong. And a lot of software surprisingly got this question wrong and had a really hard time creating a full-blown blog post with this topic. And the topic is basically like how much is $25 per hour annually, right? So you make $25 an hour. how much will you make at the end of the year? So you can see right here, I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but it directly answers the question right here. One thing, there is some pretty big introduction paragraphs with this particular algorithm or framework that Malcolm has built. So if you're a fan of nice, lengthy introductions, very detailed introductions, then this is a great, it's a great model for those that kind of follow SEO. You kind of want to answer the question right away. And we have several sentences here, probably 6 or more sentences, where we're not actually answering the question. So this probably will be hard to get your snippet. So you might want to readjust your intro there. But when we look over here, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to use the tool, but I just wanted to show you this before I exited out of this. I ran this before I started the video. So we have $25 per hour equals $52,000 per year. So literally in the H2 answers the question, and then it says working $25 per hour can be a great way to earn a good living. If you work a standard 40-hour work week, you'll make $52,000 annually. Okay, so they answer the question directly, and they got it right. It's correct. Believe it or not, several AI softwares got this wrong, and they struggled, and within the article would say multiple different things about it. And so when you ask these very technical, very factual based questions to AI, a lot of them get it wrong. And that's why I'm moving towards software that that I can trust and that only spits out, factual information. And that is kind of the next that's the next area that these AI writing tools have to go, is factually based content. So I'm very impressed with Nichess that it answered the question. It got a lot of this right. Benefits of earning $25 an hour. And it came up with these headings right here all by itself. I'm going to show you that in a second as well. Similar to like Copy AI, the way that it kind of formulates an article for you. Cost of living goes through all these different things that you would want to know. How much is $25 an hour monthly? So this was the only one that there was a headline that I didn't really like. I was talking about investing in retirement or something like that. So I went ahead and just switched this to, something that they also would probably wonder is how much do you make monthly? So it says calculating $25 an hour annually is fairly straightforward to kind of go through it again. And then again, they answer $52,000. When we come down here, however, when considering $25 per month, hour monthly, the calculation is slightly different. In this case, you need to take the annual salary and divide it by 12, which gives you about $4,333 per month. So they answered it perfect right there as well. Then you have a nice conclusion right here. So really good stuff. Now, overall, I give this a passing of like 9 out of 10. Really good content. But just to give you that kind of fair warning, always read through, because where does it say it down here? Right here. Number 4, cost of living. So if you make $25 per hour, you can expect to make around $52,000 after taxes annually. This is false right here. So this, out of this entire article, it's great. You could almost go and publish this, but this is why you have to read through the article, especially on these factual type contents that are a little bit harder for the AIs to get 100% right. 52,000, that's what you're gonna gross, right? But your net after taxes is going to be less, right? So and then even just to go to show and prove to you that this is correct, it is $52,000 per year. So it got it right. But we take that a step further. How much is $25 an hour annually after taxes? Well, you're looking right here, and it's about $37,500 after taxes. Right? The 52,000 is just $25 times however many hours you're going to work per year. It's 52,000, or 50,000, depending on where you get the information from and how many weeks you work. That's going to matter, how many vacation weeks and things like that. But long story short, that's, your after taxes, it's 37,000. So it got one sentence wrong. So you would want to say right here, you would want to say before taxes annually. Okay. You'd want to fix that. Then you could use your Grammarly Pro to go and fix some of these, really usually just fix blue, or the sentences that are run-on sentences that really need rewritten. And sometimes I'll go and fix the the red alerts as well. So you can go through there and fix that, but pretty good. And then look at this, 834 words right here. Boom. And I've only written like 2 or 3 articles, and it starts at 1,000. So that just gives you an idea. You're going to be able to write probably 100 or more articles per month. So you really shouldn't be running out of the amount of generations on the one-click blog post that you can run. Okay, so we're going to go back over here to the dashboard, and you can see I have some different stuff right here. And I wrote this one, how much does it cost to get ordained? If we come back over here, how much does it cost to get ordained? I wrote this about 6 days ago, just to show you that this content does rank, and no one else is doing this. I don't know any other channel that actually writes AI content and then actually shows you it ranking, days later. And I've done it several times on this channel. You guys are always asking, does AI content rank, or will Google penalize you? Well, I just go back and watch my videos, and you can watch right here, December 6, 2022, still testing AI content software, and it still ranks, right? And sometimes I get on page 1 within a day or 2, and it sticks and it never leaves. This one, I did a one-click auto post generation and read through it, and then I published it. So I didn't do a whole lot to it. I think I added a couple of the magic paragraphs to beef it up a little bit, but you can see right here, we are ranking page 4 on Google. And I kind of have no business ranking for this, because this is a make money online website. It's not anything to do with, church or religion, spirituality, anything like that. So I don't really have any expectation to rank this in the top 10 anyways, because if you go and check out the top 10, you'll be able to see that there are more related sites like that, right? But just this content is picked up and it is ranking. So we can actually come click on that real quick. And you can see my new theme that I showed you guys. I have popcorn theme installed. It's awesome. I'll leave a link below if you want to go check that out as well. I also have a video on this, and I will be doing a really in-depth video tutorial soon for this. But we did some stuff to the site. We got some really cool stuff. Here is the article, and here is what Nichess wrote for us right here. And then you can see that I added some frequently asked questions right over here. So 1, 2, 3, right there. So to beef up the article, right? And there you go. So yes, this is ranking really good stuff. Now let's go write an article. So all you're going to do is come over here, and I honestly have not used the software long enough, but there's just some amazing things in here. Even down here where they have this AppSumo style app description, no one else is going to be making a description that is for people publishing products on AppSumo, which is just insane that Malcolm's doing that, right? So I'm really starting to like this software. Really cool stuff. So yeah, there's just a ton of stuff in here. I don't even have a count on this, but I mean, you can come up with rap lyrics if you want to with Nichess. So really good stuff. But the purpose of the video, let's go back up to the top. And now I'm kind of starting to see, a lot of you have said so many positive things about the software. Well, now I understand what you guys are talking about. Super cool stuff here. All right, so we're going to come over here, and all you do is this is a brand new feature, only been out for like a week. Here we go. We're going to say create new, and you're going to go over to this brand new tool, one-click post. And then it's going to take you over here, and this is where we're going to enter a title. Let me go find a title real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm in this keyword tool that I have known about for over a year. I've used the tool, a few times and so forth. There's so many keyword research tools out there, right? You can't use them all, but this is a really good one. I am going to be doing a review pretty soon on Keyword Chef. But I'm going to go and grab some keywords from Keyword Chef. Okay. And I'm not in this niche or anything like that, full suspension mountain bike, but this is just kind of for fun to write about something very specific. And so we're going to come through here. I can show you how to use the tool. I really like how you can just, like, if you want to highlight something and put it in bold, you can. If you click it again, it strike through like you've published it and you've used it. And then it also comes up with the people also ask, you can actually add these to your article, which just beefs up your article. Really cool. It gives you more chances to rank for more keywords. And then when you go and you run the SERP analysis, it's going to do a different kind of keyword difficulty score. It's not really doing it based on what the domain authority or backlink profile is, which, you know, your big tools do, SEMrush and Ahrefs, and those definitely have their place in SEO for sure. But this is going to be looking at things like, if you hover over this, look at everything. Facebook is ranking for all of those, but I wouldn't go after this keyword because the keyword Facebook is in there, and that's why I crossed it out, because Facebook is going to dominate that keyword because people are specifically looking for Facebook Marketplace. So if your blog is not Facebook Marketplace, then you're not going to rank, okay? But then you come through here and you look at full suspension mountain bike with low standover. We come over here and you can see that Reddit's ranking #1, and then you have this mtbr.com like right here. So when there's a thread or a forum, it's dominated. Half of the first page is dominated by forums. Then you have a good chance of getting, if you answer the question in full and you have some authority, you have a good chance of ranking, right? And you can see we have 800 words, 400 words, 2,800 words right here, and so forth. So 1,000-word post is probably going to do it for us, okay? And actually, when you hover over that, it tells you 1,340 words is what it's recommending for us. It is saying that there is 0 average volume, so it's not one of those, you know, majorly searched for keywords, but we're going to go for it anyway. So we have full suspension mountain bike with low standover. We can go through and look at some more stuff right over here. Now we're going to test. Now this is pretty, let's go through maybe right here, full suspension mountain bike packing. Not really sure about that one either for tall riders. I'm going to go with this one for because we still have 3 opportunities right here to get on the first page. A full suspension mountain bike for tall riders. So I'm going to highlight that, and then I'm going to go ahead and copy this. We're going to go back over to Nichess, and I don't know what it's going to come up with. You know, we haven't done any product research. We can also add products to this. This is a little bit more of a kind of, we need, you know, with these product specific pages, you're going to need to do a little bit of due diligence and research to add that into your content. But I just want to see what it comes up with for us. So all you do is push the next button, and then it's going to come up with, and I think that they're going to continue to upgrade this. This is just pretty much in beta, this tool, but it always comes up with 5 things to talk about. It would be cool if they allowed you to like say, hey, I want 5, I want 7, I want 10, or something like that, so we can have a little bit more customization. But one thing I will say, you know, the very positive is that they're refining this and they're getting it right before they expand on this tool. So we're starting small and we're going to get it right, and then we're going to move forward, which is super cool, right? So if you want, this is going to give us like a guide on selecting the best one, right? And so we have select proper frame, consider wheel size, suspension travel, look for quality components, adjust suspension settings. I like that. I think that there is an algorithm built in where it's going and finding some of the popular H2s in the ranking content, and then it's throwing it up here. So I really, really like that. So we're going to say generate, and then that's it. 2 clicks. We put in the keyword, we pushed go, we see the headlines, and I didn't show you that. You can change those if you want. So if you already have your H2s you want it to talk about, you can actually change those subheadings right there. But I liked what it had. And then that's it. Then you push. So it's literally 2 clicks. I mean, it's actually 2 clicks. It's not 1 click, but it's amazing, right? So now it's generating. You have a document queue and your document screen. All you do is just click on that, and it's going to take us over there, and it's going to tell us if it's done or not. It's not done yet. I'll pause the video and we'll be back in just a minute. All right, so we're in the document queue right here. We have 3 documents in there. You can see that it is processing status right now, and 2 minutes ago we started that. I don't know if that actually updates or if we need to push the refresh button. You can also go into dark mode. I really, really like that as well. Super cool. I'm going to go ahead and push refresh. So it still is working on this for us. I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Unfortunately, that took a long time. I actually had to step away from my computer. Now, these first 2 articles that I did this one right before I made the video, and it literally only took 3 minutes to render. And then 6 days ago when I did this one, I know that it only took a few minutes as well. And it looks like for some reason, this took about 45 minutes to create this full suspension mountain bike for tall riders. It doesn't really matter to you watching the video because you're not going to have any delays or anything like that. But just so you know, they're probably going through some growth right here. I'm not really sure, but I don't think it's anything to be too alarmed about. We're going to go ahead and let's go check our results out. So it did 692 words for us right here. A nice start to an article. Of course, if we want to rank this, you might want to use Neuron Writer, find out how many words you need, or even inside of Keyword Chef, we were able to see that this Tall Writers keyword, this one's saying that we need 1,850 average words. And is that the one that we went for, Tall Writers? Yes, Tall Writers. So you're probably going to want to research some more topics and so forth. And I'll show you kind of how I would do that. So we've got, when it comes to selecting the right full suspension mountain bike, the size of the bike is critical. It's important to select a bike that fits your height so you can ride safely and comfortably. Tall riders need to pay extra attention to fit, as it is much harder to find a bike that works for their height. I really like how it's really talking about tall riders specifically right here too. We have select a proper frame size. The first step in finding the perfect full suspension mountain bike for tall riders is to select the proper frame size. So again, it's talking about tall riders. Consider wheel size, tall riders right there, and so forth. Taller riders typically need more suspension travel. So it literally is staying on topic. Every single paragraph, it's staying on topic, and it's specifically talking about a buying guide for full suspension mountain bikes for tall riders. So I'm pretty impressed with the content that it's creating. Super cool stuff. So here's what I would actually do. So, and maybe they'll take this to the next level, having just some basic blogging editing tools up here so we can make these H2s, or even having these spit out as H2s or something. It's not the end of the world, but it would be cool if that was offered. But nonetheless, you could take this and just go and, do your thing to it, edit it, SEO it in, Phrase or Neuron Writer or Surfer or whatever you use, and then go and publish it on your WordPress site. Maybe wait till the end to do the H2s, make these these are all going to be H2s right here. You might want to beef up the content too. If you want to, you can go and grab this, and then you can go over to this, this magic paragraph tool is insane. It does a really, really good job at creating content as well. So here's what I'm going to show. We're going to use this magic paragraph tool, and we're going to go over here to our Keyword Chef tool, and then we have the people also ask, right? So we have these 4 people also ask. I'm going to go ahead and grab those, come back into Nichess, and then I'm going to do a return, and I'm going to paste these in right here. Actually, I want to delete those, and I'm going to right click and paste as text. All right. And then I'm going to put a couple returns after each one. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to grab this. What size mountain bike do I need if I'm 6 feet tall? Because we're talking about tall people. This is what Google's saying is some of the next questions that people have with this topic. So it's going to help us to answer these questions. So I'm going to go ahead and put in right here and say get content. So Nichess is generating the content. This shouldn't take but a few seconds, and we'll have a nice paragraph. And here we go. If you're 6 feet tall, you should look for a mountain bike frame size of 19-inch or more. The correct size of bike will allow you to, okay. Couple good paragraphs. So all we have to do is just go over to this little box right here and push copy, come back over here, and then paste that in. And then you're just going to take these right here. And let's see, are 29ers better for taller riders? All we have to do is just come back into this wrench over here and then replace the command and then push get content. So this turns into, some other writers, kind of like, it reminds me of other tools like Word Hero or Pepper Type or something like that, you can do things on the side, but then also have your canvas over here. So really nice. All right, so we have 29ers are often considered more suitable for taller riders due to the larger wheel size 29ers have. So it's really talking about it. It ends with punctuation and all that. So good stuff. Just going to say copy. So as you can see, this isn't going to take long to beef this article up. We're almost at a 1,000-word article already. I'm going to go ahead and grab this. So you can come in here and create some really good content using Nichess right here. Now we have this other one, which bike is best for tall guys. It's probably going to be something generic. I would be surprised if it gives us very specific. Not seeing any specific. This one is more listicle, kind of first, second, and third. When it comes to selecting the bike size for tall riders, there are several factors. First, it's important. So it's just giving us a guide. This is where in your article, if you're going to publish this, you're probably going to want to come through here and go research a couple of bikes and actually put those in here. And then you could actually use the magic paragraph to talk specifically about a bike brand or a bike model. That's what I would recommend doing. But for now, this paragraph still would be good. But like I said, you would also want to add a couple bikes in there as well. And make sure you split up your text like this. You don't want to have too many paragraphs that are too long. It's it's just not helpful for the reader. So that's what I would come and go and do that as well. So we have one more to go and do right here. How tall should a mountain bike be for my height? We're going to come in here to the wrench again, replace that. So this is similar to, let's see, what size mountain bike do I need? And then this one is how tall, specifically how tall should the mountain bike be? So this one's giving very specifics right here. Now we could go and fact check this. I'm not going to do that right now, but you could go and fact check this as well. I'm going to copy that and paste. So here we are. I'm going to go and put some returns in right here. So all in all, we have a 1,200 word article that we wrote inside of Nichess. It's a really solid article. You'll need to go and finish up the structure of your article, adding in your H2s and H3s and so forth. You could do that in WordPress or another program. But overall, really happy and impressed with this new feature that Nichess came out with. I just recently signed up. I'm happy that I bought it. I'm going to keep it. And I'll do more videos on a lot of the other modules. If you guys made it this far in the video, just make a comment of some sort. If there's any modules or anything you guys want to make any videos on, just leave a comment below. I'll take a look at that. But overall, we had a little kink with the timing of how long it was taking the system, but the previous articles only took a couple minutes, so that's just something to note. But not, I don't think that should reflect either making a purchase or not. So if you guys want to go pick this up, it's still available on AppSumo. There'll be a link below. You can go pick this up for $59, unlimited credits. 1,000 credits for the one-click blog post writer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next.